Hey, welcome to another episode of The Couch Coaches. And today we're going to talk about the other semi final happening on November 16th at Eden Gardens. And the theme is 9G Rainbow Call.
We want them to come to the final so that it will be an easy final for India.
ஆனா உனக்கு இன்ஜுரி நீ சைட்ல உட்காரு மாமான்னு சொல்லி சைட்ல உட்கார வச்சுட்டாங்க அவனை. The Pushpa.
If not many wickets, but he's been the Hazelwood kind of a bowler. This team is we have selected this team because it is the 9th time the Saffers are in the World Cup and not come to the final yet. So we want them to come to the final so that it will be an easy final for India. So that's why 9G Rainbow Colony and they are called the Rainbow Nation also. So
பயங்கர layers. There are multiple layers in this theme.
So we are preparing the Australia South Africa semi-finals in this episode. As usual, the concept will be we will pick a batter, bowler, and a game changer. Then we will go to the coach corner, and then the matchups and the outcome. So over to you, Rama.
So I said layers. So the first layer is going to be the Pushpa. Warner as my batter. And then it being Eden Gardens, obviously it's going to 8 spin. And then a fellow leggy, I'm a leggy too. So it's going to be Zampa as my bowler. And then how can you not have the Big Show as your game changer? So Maxwell is my game changer.
Max. Hi, Max. My batter will be Mitchell Marsh. My bowler will be Hazelwood. I think he will curtail the middle order of SouthAfrica. And my game changer will be Agent Smith from the Netflix.
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
And for South Africa, I pick the batsman as QTK. My bowler will be Maharaj because Eden Gardens is a slow track. And my game changer, I will again pick up Carsten because I think he's due for a big one now.
Okay. For me, the batter is going to be Vander Duzen. I think I picked him a few times. I hope Payan comes strong this time around. Then for my bowler, it's going to be the other left armer. It's going to be Shamsi. And then the game changer is going to be QDK.
No Bahumava.
ஸோ பவுமா வந்து ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிக்காக இந்த மாதிரி நீ கேப்டனாக இருந்துக்கோ, ஆனால் உனக்கு இன்ஜுரி நீ சைடில் உட்காரு மாமான்னு சொல்லி சைடில் உட்கார வச்சுட்டாங்க அவனை.
Like Davis Cupல you will have a non-playing captain அந்த மாதிரி.
Correct. நீ ஸ்லிப்பை பிடிச்ச what happened to you didn't pick Marnus? அவனையே விட்ட, அவனையும் பிடிக்க வேண்டியதானே.
அவன் வந்து பஸ்ட் சேஞ்ச் மாதிரி பேரை வச்சுட்டு I don't know a thing he will do anything.
No comments. Simply yes. ஏதோ சேர்த்துக்கிட்டோம்னு வச்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Now to the coach corner. We know it is in Eden Gardens. A slow and tricky pitch, but India batted very well last time around. It will be slow wicket for the spinners. So we have to see whether Maharaj and Shamsi get the better of Maxi and Zampa. Though Zampa is the leading wicket taker in the spinners now. So that will be a good matchup, which we will go next section. And then small ground also. So we have a good game in prospect, and then I think 270 to 80 will be a winning score.
Correct. Yeah, see, I think win the toss, bat first, and then play cautiously. I can't say cautiously. Actually, Rohit showed that how the first 10 overs made a difference. So I'll play, means smartly, and then try to score your 70, 75 runs in the first 10 overs at least. And then try to pile up a score around 270, 275. And then you're going to be all set, right? I think that's what both teams will try to do, and that's what South Africa should tend to do here. I agree, it's going to be a smaller ground, even though capacity wise you'll have 100,000 people capacity. Not all will show up for this game for sure. But the ground being small, if you truly put yourself into a situation where you are only like 2 wickets down or 3 wickets down and you're 200 in, let's say, 40 overs, the last 10 you can still pile 80, 85, and still it can be a very good target.
Two things. I think if I'm Australia, if I win the toss, I will bat because we have seen the Saffers are not good chasers, and a record shows for itself. But I think it will be a கொஞ்சம் different concept of playing because South Africa have always in the tournament get with wickets till the 34th or 48 over, and the last 10 overs they have gone bongos. Whereas Australia have gone tough or more imposing in the first 15 overs. So will be a good game in terms of the strategy which they adopt based on the pitch and the toss, and man, it's a knockout.
Correct. See, the other thing that we saw, the fact that India went above par score, put quite a bit of pressure on South Africa, and for that matter, anybody else who plays in Eden Gardens. The moment the team scores 300, 310, 320, then your strategy sort of changes, where now, like QDK that you mentioned in the previous episode, where he had to go hard instead of playing cautiously in the first few overs, and that changes quite a bit of it. And then the choker tag. So if you want to really knock it off, this is the moment of truth for South Africa. You're playing a red hot Australia team, and now if you get to beat them in Eden Gardens, you can shed that tag once and for all.
अब भी वही चाहिए जो 20 साल पहले चाहिए था.
Yeah, and we picked in the Boboli series that Saffers have the best middle order. We will see whether they fire here in the semis, and but in the previous series in South Africa, they were two down, and they won 3-2 in a 5-match series leading to the World Cup against Australia. So record in this year has been more or so even, but tipping to Konjo South Africa. So we will see. So we will go to the next section, the matchups.
For me, the first matchup that comes to mind is obviously Maxwell versus the world, or in this case, Maxwell versus all of South Africa. He's in tremendous form. And I think, hopefully he's had enough time to recover from his back spasms and a lot more cramps and so on. So he should be fit. So that will be interesting just to see how they're going to bowl to him, where they're going to bowl to him. We saw the inexperience that Afghanistan had. South Africa won't make those mistakes, right? They're a really seasoned side. They have good pace bowlers who can swing. They are good. I think Rabada has played well in that ground as well. He knows the pitch.
And Rabada has been very, very, performing in this World Cup, if not many wickets, but he's been the Hazelwood kind of a bowler. Right. For South Africa in the middle, and he comes one change. So.
Correct. So handling him and how he's brought in at the right time would be an interesting matchup in general. But how they play Maxwell is key. The other thing I see is with Shamsi and Keshav Maharaj, they've been in good form. I saw them bowling really attackingly well. The mistake that we called out was that using up Keshav Maharaj with 10 overs early, maybe they will learn from it. And here is a pitch where they can use Markram as a spinner as well. And he's been very effective. You have two left arm spinners, and here is a right arm off spinner as well. So that will be an interesting way just to see how South Africa handles their spinners and how Australia actually play them on such a tricky wicket.
Mhm. My matchups for Australia will be the opening burst. Okay, if Warner and Head could get away for 80 for no loss, or they are 90 for one, then the pressure is on South Africa to pull it back. But if you see the Australian setup, the top three are big hitters. Agent Smith and Birch Change haven't had the strikes rate in the middle. So they are striking at 70 or 80. And they are slowing down the innings.
Mhm.
Okay. Then Maxi has to come, but there are other two on-rounders which I think they will not be picked up in this match. As Stoinis and Cam Green haven't found form with the bat.
Mhm.
So if you get Warner and Marsh cheaply, then
Mhm.
they are in trouble.
Mhm.
And the similar is for South Africa also.
Mhm.
But if Bowman doesn't come, I think the captaincy will be better, is my opinion. Markaram will captain better, but it will be a good match of application.
Mhm.
Who applies themselves and who adapts themselves in the middle overs is the question, where the pitch is slow and turning. So that's a big matchup for me. Um, Otherwise, very, very good balanced sides. I put both of them in my top six there.
Well, I picked Australia. Well, the
So,
other two I picked. Oh, I didn't realize we were doing it for this World Cup. I generally pick people for the long haul.
Andamari.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very good balance or competition. I think it will not be a one-sided game. It
Correct.
will be konjo close or mega close. We will see. But if he gets a mega close, then Australia has the edge because of the experience, not
Experience.
the
Yep.
service. Yeah.
Yep.
So for the outcome.
So for me, it's going to be 52-48. I'm predicting a very close game as well, but I'm calling South Africa to cause an upset and come to the final.
I will go with you. I will say 52-48 also. Let us be equal in at least one episode.
Yeah.
So go Surfers go, and that's a wrap for this episode. And then we will meet you on the post-match analysis of India versus Kiwis, firstly, and then this post-match, and then the finals. So please subscribe, share, and like this video, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.